We're here today to have a conversation about something we can all find a little difficult to talk about.
Am I talking about dying?
Do we talk about dying?
I've been thinking of talking about dying.
Yeah.
I
think, I'm thinking about talking about dying quite a lot.
Should we be? Yes. Are we? Not really.
There's a bit of a myth talking about patients dying causes them to die somehow. It's not logical, but it's part of the way we think subconsciously.
Doctors don't like to take away hope. That's what they say. If we talk about dying, it's going to take away hope.
We want to talk to our patients about getting better, about staying positive, about being cured, being healthy. They don't want to hear it. Well, we think they don't want to hear about dying.
It's not just the consumers that need to be aware of the conversation, but it's also the health professionals and the services, the non-government organisations, be trained and to know how to, have that conversation with the patient.
We were taught about breaking bad news and, a lot of sort of ethical things, but nothing about dealing with the emotional side of end of life.
I got into palliative care. It was a rotation that I had to do. I wasn't looking forward to it, I must admit. I like to fix things and get people well and get them out of hospital. But when I actually did palliative care, I saw you could fix things.
Patients want to talk about it. They're relieved that finally someone's talking to them about it, because so often they have not been able to talk with it, either with their family or with their doctors.
Well, I do approach things very, very differently now. Very, very patient-focused. I bring it down to the family and the person's knowledge.
As a GP, I'm always aware of cultural differences, ethnicities.
Where they're at in their lifestyle, their condition, all comes into play at when you have that conversation.
Listen to the cues that people give as well. Sometimes they say, do I have to take an extra pill, or do I have to come back to outpatients again? And that may be the cue for them that they're growing tired with their contact with the medical system, or that they're nearing end of life as well.
Initially, I thought it was a barrier to be a young person talking about death with an older person, or it wasn't really my right to talk about that. But over time, I've learned that no, there's not really any sort of right or wrong age to talk about this.
It's easy for medical professionals to say, this is what's happening, this is what we need to do. But there's a whole background behind there, and we kind of forget that what we say impacts on a human being.
First off is, what are your values? What is important to you? What those questions, and there's really good prompts.
And to be able to just show that human empathy.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. There's no special training or formula. It's just being a person, connecting with another person.
That's right.
I tell the junior doctors that the family member will remember with crystal clarity for the rest of their lives that 5-minute conversation that you had with them, where things were established, she was that fantastic doctor, she really listened, we got what we wanted, Mum was happy, and it all went okay.